Shalom to my brothers and sisters who are in the body of YAHUWAH HaMashiach. And this is a continuation of YAHUWAH's calendar. This will be part 16. Title of it will be the Lunar Epact and the seasons calculations. In the previous video, I did get a chance to show you how to calculate your total number of days for the solar year, but I forgot to show you the calculation on how to figure out your days for each season, and I apologize for that. So this will not take long. We'll just do a quick thing. In the year of 2015 through 2016, what I noticed for the spring season, we had a total of 92 days. For the summer, 94 days. For the fall, 90 days. And for the winter, 89 days. And that added up to be 365 days. Now, I know what you're saying. Whoa, Sister Yadira. But, First Equinox told us that, the year, that each season should have around about 91 days. Even the Book of Jubilees. Well, remember I told you how there were certain events that happened that changed time. So, and this is a key verse to remember. I would like for you to read Daniel's chapter 2, verse 21. Because remember, the Most High can change times and seasons as well. And then Matthew 24, verse 22, and Mark chapter 13, verse 20. And if it may be in this video, but it might be in the next video, I will read these verses out loud again so you can understand the mystery about the changing of times. Okay, so back to the seasons. So in the year of 2015 and 2016, remember I told you that in the first month of, which is called a bid, of 2015, the lunar year and the solar year started on the same day, which was perfect. So in that first whole month, the whole month falls in the spring season. So when you add up the days, I noticed that my first month had 29 days. My second month had 29 days. Then my third month had 30 days. So you add all that up, I got 88 days. So when I get to the fourth month, it ended there on the fourth day. So 88 plus 4 will give me 92. And the same thing, I would figure out how many days in the month of the fourth month that fell into the summer season, plus the days in the fifth month, which was 29, plus the days in the 6 months, which was 29 days, plus the days in the 7th month that fell in the summer season, which was 10 days, and I got 94 days. And I would do the same again for fall. I figure out how many days from the 11th through the 30th that fell into the fall season, plus 30 days in the 8th month, plus 29 days in the 9th month, plus 11 days of the 10th month, because that's where it ends. And that's how I got, let me find it for you, 90 days for the fall. And the same thing for winter. I would figure out how many days I have that fell into the winter season in the 10th month, okay, from the 12th to the 30th, plus the 30 days of the 11th month, plus 29 days of the 12th month, okay, and this is how I got 89, all right. So when I compare up to 12 months for each of the lunar year and the solar year was 365. Now that brings us to figure out how many days before the lunar year. And that's what we was talking about, the lunar epact. The lunar epact is, let me get the definitions so you know what epact means. It is the difference in days between a solar year and a lunar year. So that way you know how many days to add to the lunar year to know the day in how many, I'm sorry. It is the days that is added to the solar year to know the day in the lunar year. So you would take that difference and add it to your solar year to figure out how many days you are in the lunar year. Okay. So I already know from the previous video that my days for the solar year was 365. Okay. Now I have to figure out how many days was in my lunar year. All right. And so this is what we'll do again. You go back and you recount how many days were in your lunar months. So again, going back to 2015, I had 29 days in the first month, second month, 29, third month, 29. Okay. Fourth month was 30, fifth month, 29, sixth month, 29. The seventh month was 30, eighth month was 30, and my ninth month, you can say I had made a mistake, but I corrected it. It was actually 29 days. I had accidentally repeated a number. And then for the 10th month, I had 30. For the 11th month, I had 30. And then for the 12th month, I had 29 days. And that gave me a total of 354 days. Okay? So I would take 365 and subtract from 354, and that'll give me 11 days. Now I know what you're thinking, but in the book it said those who watch and observe would notice that the moon come in 10 days too early. Okay, but when you do actual time calculation, you will come to find out that this is a rough estimate. It's about 10.87 days between the difference between the 2 years, or the actual, when you want to break it down, what I got for the year of 2015 to 2016, I got 10 days, 15 hours, and 14 minutes. Okay? So that is what lunar Epact is. So let's also go to further details. I do want to mention this first, so you know how to work with your numbers. The standard lunar year runs about 354.367 days. So you can see why we have slight variations, where some years can be 354 or 355. The solar year is also known as the tropical year. Now the tropical year, that's what you want to follow, because it actually tracks the solar year, or look at the solar path or circuit. Okay. And that the standard number for that is 365.242189. Now that's very close to what the prophet Enoch said in his second book of Enoch, that each year of the solar year would be 365.25. You can also go to timeanddate.com and get more information about the tropical year. When you break it down in the actual time, it's 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 45 seconds. And this is very important to know. So this is how I got like this, the average number. You would get about 10.875 days when I add those two together. You add 365.242, 354.367. So this is how you can get in more to specific details, because when you go to timeanddate.com, they do keep up with the lunar month's time. And the average time is 29.5 days, but they have the breakdown. Now it's I wouldn't say it would be on, it would not be exact, but it's close enough to use, because they go by the dark moon. Okay, but it's close enough to use to get an idea of how much time total for each month. So in the solar year from 2015 to 2016, I get 365 days, 5 hours, 44 minutes, and 56 seconds. For the lunar year of 2015 through 2016, I get 354 days, 14 hours, and 30 minutes. So when I subtract the two, that's how I got the 10 days, 15 hours, and 14 minutes. Now, if I also want to get more information about my 13th month, and I will be talking about that in another video, but just to let you know, for that year of the 13th month from 2015 to 2016, it was 383 days, 22 hours, and 36 minutes. Okay. So the next topic for the next video will be looking at the events that affected time, so we can understand the mystery of why we have a difference in the lunar year and the solar year. For originally, the solar year was 364 days, and the lunar year was originally 360 days. But some things happen in time to change that. All right, click on the next part for that subject. Shalom.